but the body's super amazingly adaptable. You know, I see people with poor internal rotation but can still deep drop knee because they will change what's happening with the angle of the hip and the trunk, you know, in order to facilitate that. They'll just get it from somewhere else. So don't always rely on that, but maybe just, again, it's this, you know, does that side feel different than that side? If I drop knee that way, does that feel smooth and fluid? If I drop knee that way, does a loud click or a clunk happen? You know, and it feels different. Clicks and things and even noises. There's the awful term crepitus. You know, yeah, that I know if it's not associated with pain is harmless. But I very rarely do anything like press ups because all I can hear are my elbows creaking away. and it just doesn't feel or sound nice. Unfortunately, I don't think I really need to do many press ups, but yeah, I'm aware that you know that's harmless as such, as long as I say it's pain free, but it's not very nice. But yeah, clicks and new noises, and get them checked out. No reason why not. No
Yeah.
reason. There is all sorts of clunking hip syndrome. If you've ever come across that, which is the oh gosh, I'm going to try and so it's to do with the iliopsoas muscle, the hip flexor. It can be the muscle of the iliotibial band on the outside, but it's more commonly on the inside of the hip. And people maybe when they do something like a straight leg raise or an L sit, you know, that kind of thing, and there's a real deep clunk within the hip itself, and that can be both uncomfortable and quite disturbing. If it's new, if it's something you've had all your life, that's probably just how it is for you. If it's new, that shows there's probably been a bit of a change. What it actually is the tendon of the iliopsoas muscle flicking over something that I want to call it the iliopectineal eminence. I might have got that wrong. I'll show myself up. People will be pointing the fingers at me, but it's kind of, there's a small bump on the bone that the tendon now flicks over instead of being held in place. And if that's changed, you know, it can feel quite drastic where people think, oh my gosh, you know, it feels like the hip's popping out or something. But it's this quite distinct clunk of a muscle. But if that's not normal for you, get that checked out, you know, because something's changed somewhere. The control of your hip has changed.